Alright folks, so this past January 17th, another good man done passed on. Jay Pugh, better known under his wrestling name of Jay Briscoe. I actually got to meet Jay at a Ring of Honor show some years back, and he was a cool dude. Straight up cat, him and his brother Mark both. And unfortunately, this past, like I said, January 17th, he passed away in a horrible auto accident. And even worse, his two daughters were in the truck with him. So keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Sadly, Jay wasn't wearing a seatbelt, but the lady that hit him head on was wearing a seatbelt and she died too. So go figure, right? But anyway, I just wanted to come on and give my respects to the Pugh/Briscoe family. Like I said, they were one of the best teams I ever saw in the ring. Their interviews and promos were hilarious. It was great to see Mark Briscoe recently on AEW do a tribute to his brother after Warner Discovery, or Discovery Warner, whatever they call themselves, would not let him on because of some tweets that his brother had made over a decade ago. Hey, here's a thought, Warner Discovery. If it's over 10 years, let the shit go, okay? So, and also the fact that Jay Briscoe went out of his way to apologize for said tweets. Y'all need to let that whole deal go, you know. And of course he couldn't until he died. And then, like most greedy corporations, you had to get in on it and say, oh, all is forgiven, right? Yeah, so anyway, there's not much to say. I didn't know much about the guy. I didn't watch Ring of Honor a whole lot because I never could find it on television. And thank you, Sinclair Broadcasting, who previously owned it before they sold it to the whole Time, or not Time Warner, Warner Discovery, like I said, Discovery Warner. However, all these fucking mergers I can't keep track of anymore, nor do I particularly care. So, you know, I'm not going to say too much, and again, I can't do a whole lot, because again, I didn't know the guy personally. I didn't grow up really watching him. I know he did some interviews where he was very highly of people like Terry Funk, who I was a huge fan of growing up. And my late father, God rest his soul, loved Terry Funk. And Mick Foley, Jake Roberts, guys like that. So, yeah, it's just a shame, a real shame that another good man is done gone. I thought it was interesting, and I saw this online, and some people were later making fun of Briscoe for it, which to me is just complete bullshit and a travesty that anyone would do that. Was if you ever noticed his entrance theme that him and his brother come out to, you hear him say "reach for the sky," right? Or "reach for the sky, boy." Now I always wondered, like, I always thought he came up with that and that was his little tagline. Turns out he got that from Toy Story. Apparently that was his favorite movie, and it was his kids' favorite movie. So I thought that was pretty cool. So shout out to Pixar, the good part of Disney. Not the bad, part of Disney, which is pretty much everything else. So, anyway, not got too much to say. In closing, in honor of Jay Briscoe / Jay Pugh, all I can say is reach for the sky, boy. And as your favorite rowdy raging rebel, always stay true to yourself and never ever, whatever you end up doing, be afraid to get carried the fuck away.